Okay, let's have a look around this rather special N registration. So this is either 1995 or 96. I think it's a 96 car. Land Rover Defender 90 300 TDI factory county station wagon 6-seater in Epsom green. Now what makes this one so special? It's done less than 7,000 miles from new in the hands of one private owner from new. So let me repeat that, less than 7,000 miles, I think it's about 6,800 miles. One private owner from new, been garaged all its life and completely and utterly original. So it is going to be, it's not going to be cheap, but it is a bit of a special one, pretty much a one-off I'd say really. Absolutely standard spec, except when he bought it from Lancaster's in Pangbourne, he asked for the front bar to be fitted to it with the proper Land Rover spotlights. It's still got its Lancaster in Berkshire number plates on it. He also asked for a dog guard to be fitted, mud flaps all round. It's got the proper county side steps, and they incidentally still move up and down. They haven't seized up yet, so that's pretty good. It's got the proper county station wagon rear step, which again hasn't seized. It's got a proper Land Rover genuine parts tow pack with ball and pintle, and light guards on the rear as well as incorporated into the front bar. So as I say, completely original. 6,000, yeah, there's the mileage, and just absolutely lovely. Reference quality, if you like. So we'll go around and pick out some good bits and bad bits. Now there are one or two blemishes in the paint, mainly because the owner, who is still with us but unfortunately is suffering from, well, the previous owner rather, is suffering from severe ill health, which is why he's decided to, the family have decided to part with it. Because he's been driving it for a few years and say his eyesight seems to have been going, it has knocked into one or two small things, just even in the 7,000 miles that he's done it, but nothing major. We'll go around and point them out as we go. Mainly a couple of things down the sides. One thing I can see is that on the bonnet, you may not be able to see it on the video in this light, but under our harsh sort of fluorescent tubes in our showroom, you can see sort of a few shadow marks in the bonnet. Possibly you can see them down there. Yeah, with normal polish, I can't get this off. It may come off with a clay bar. Looks like something's been sort of splashed onto the bonnet at some point. It hasn't broken the lacquer or anything. It's just left some staining, especially on the bonnet edge and along here, sort of run marks. But as I say, lacquer isn't broken anywhere on the car actually. So the Epsom green does shine nicely. But as you can see again there, one or 2 points. Otherwise, we'll just run the video around so you can see what that's all about. Looking down the near side, there is a small dink in the passenger door, which we'll come to. Near side front wing, all looks very good indeed. Just couple of sort of a wishbone shaped scratch just there on the near side front wing, a slight blemish there. No one is pretending it's completely blemish free, shall we say. Scuttle corner is obviously superb. Screen, all very good indeed, both sides. Roof all nice. We'll show you under here if you can see on the video. Chassis rails and everything at the front. Tiny blemish here on top of the A-post. And yeah, there's just on the passenger door here, there's a scratch that goes from there up to there, and it has put a slight indentation in the door just around there. And there's another one just here towards the back of the door that goes into the near side rear wing a little bit. Obviously door frames are perfect on it, absolutely gorgeous. Inside it's all its original carpets, dash, the original radio cassette. Headlining is original, probably still with a couple of cobwebs on it. I thought I got them all off, but obviously I haven't. Headlining's sagging very slightly at the end of the day. No matter that it's only done such a low mileage when garaged all its life, it is still 22 years old. Seats are in perfect condition. as his dash, seat boxes, all first class. Near side rear wing, there's slight scuffing on the arch eyebrow just up there, and a tiny bit there. That's about it really. What's that there? Ooh, tiny bit of electrolytic reaction would appear on the back of the near side rear wing. Even one that's just done this low mileage doesn't escape it. Around the tail end, we haven't coated the rear cross member, we haven't coated anything. It's exactly as it came to us, apart from a good clean. It's been garaged for the past 4 or 5 years. Well, not it's always been garaged all its life, but it hasn't really been used the past 4 to 5 years. See the chassis there. The near side rear. Around the tail end, exceptional. So I haven't seen one like this for really some while. See in there how nice it is in the handle. In the back here, apart from a couple of cobwebs which I didn't manage to sweep up, seats are in perfect order. As you can see, the headlining is bowed very slightly, as we talked about, but again in first class condition. Door frame once again, first class. Looking down the offside, very slight scuff on the offside rear arch eyebrow, and there is 3 blemishes just here on the back of the offside rear wing, there, and there, obviously rubbed against something, and again a slight, you can see along here, eyebrow issue there, and again a small, probably the same thing as the back there. It's just been sort of touched against something. It hasn't dented it or anything, it's just a slight sort of scuff along the side of the just underneath the barrel side and the offside rear wing. Door, wing we've talked about. Clearly you wouldn't expect any wear on the driver's seat given this mileage, and you'd be right, because it's perfect. Dashboard, lovely, all in as I say, reference quality order, if you like, from that point of view. Quite, well, hesitate to say unrepeatable. No doubt somebody be in touch saying, oh, I've got one that's a year newer that's done 1,000 miles less and has been in my family since new, but it is pretty good from that point of view, if you ask me. Anyway, my name is Simon. You can reach me in the office on 0118 907 1495, or you can go to our website, which is www.motodrome.co.uk for any further information. End.